Hey guys, this is Dave Frederick with The Growing Leader with this week's Leaders Tip. If you read leadership books like I do, or you hang around leaders or go to leadership conferences, eventually you're going to hear the phrase, growing organizations are led by growing leaders. It's just a basic leadership maxim. It's true. As a leader, you're always facing new challenges and bigger challenges coming down the pike, and if you're going to handle those effectively and navigate them well, you've got to keep learning. You've got to keep developing your wisdom and new abilities and new skills. That's just part of the deal if you want to be effective. And I know that, and I believe that. At the same time, I've discovered there's something in me that actually hinders me at times, and that's this. I really hate feeling stupid. I do. I prefer to feel smart and competent. I like knowing what I'm doing. I like being able to get my hands on something and know it's going to turn out well. That's just natural, and I suspect a lot of you are like me in that regard. The problem is, learning something new always means feeling stupid, at least for a while. You can't grow if you're not learning new things, so there's a connection there. Let me give you an example. This summer, my wife and I decided to take swing dancing lessons. My daughter was getting married, and she was a dancer. We knew there'd be dancing at the wedding, and we wanted to be able to enjoy that and get involved and have some fun with it. So we decided to take lessons. I got to tell you, that first night was pretty rough. I didn't understand a lot of what the instructor was talking about. He used language and terms that I wasn't familiar with. I couldn't get all the steps right. It was difficult. But I knew that if I didn't quit, if I kept going, I'd eventually figure it out. I would eventually learn the language. I'd understand the terms he was using, what he was talking about, and I'd eventually get the steps down. And I did. And the truth is, this fall, my daughter got married. It was a beautiful time, and we danced at the wedding, and we had fun. I wouldn't win any awards for my dancing ability, and no one went, wow, but I was good enough, and my wife was good enough that we could have fun doing it. And that's just part of the process. That's the way it works. Always at the beginning, when you're learning something new, there's that time where you are awkward and incompetent, and you don't know what you're doing. And that's okay. Because if you keep going, over time, you'll get better and better and better. You'll go from feeling stupid to feeling adequate, maybe to competent, maybe to good, to great. That's the process. And part of growing as a leader is embracing that process. The bad news is you always feel stupid when you're learning something new. The good news is that if you persevere, that feeling of being stupid will turn into a feeling of being smart, and you'll become a better leader. So I want to encourage you, don't let your desire to be competent or smart stop you from actually becoming more competent or smarter. Embrace the process. Accept the fact that you're going to make mistakes, and that's part of how you learn. But if you do it, you'll grow. You'll become a better leader. You'll become more effective at what you're doing. You'll learn, you'll grow, and you'll be better for it.